Hey, what's up? It's DJ Mods here for Friday, March the 21st. We got 46 mods to take a look at today. All platforms get 38 new and 5 updates. And PC and Mac players got 3 new. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farm Sim, get subscribed. Let's check them all out. Starting off today, we've got a bunch of mods, so let's make it happen. The JCB Fastrac 8330, 348 horsepower. 43 mile per hour max speed. We do have a couple different wheel options if you'd like to choose those, although customization is extremely limited. Out in the field, you've got animations for opening doors of left and right, adjusting the mirrors, moving the steering wheel, opening the engine hood, and operating the roof. Next is the Massey Ferguson 7700S. This one does have some good customization. Engines from 225 all the way up to 280. Plenty of wheel brands for you. Design color, you've got standard and black. It's going to be around towards the front. We also have the Next Edition. Very cool. Warning signs can be added or taken away if you want to use this on a North American map. And then you also have your front loaders as well. This mod also features animated doors. Next up, we got one that was introduced with the Alpine DLC in Farm Sim 19. This is the Buehrer Series. Now, this one includes a lot of different engines, but you've got engine options from 100 all the way up to 135 horsepower. Also multiple wheel brands and setups, and we do have front loaders, which is nice. And then you got a couple main colors and rim colors. This will go 15 miles per hour and holds 90 liters of fuel. The next one's the new Holland TK4 Series. Now, this includes 2 models. You do have a rubber track version, and then we have a iron track version, which is very cool. Otherwise, your customization is going to be very similar. We do have 85 horsepower on here, and it goes 7 miles per hour. We do have a front configuration for weights, so if you need to add some extra weights on there, you can. We've also got the engine set up to 107 horsepower, and yes, that is the New Holland Fiat Agri setup. Love that. Very cool. Protective arc, you could throw that up there, and then we do have some side protections as well. Very cool tractor. Love this thing. Super, super, super cool. Can we change that up? We can change it up, man. Next is the Volvo LH Pack. We have modified versions of the LH1 or the L120H and the L180H. So these are the smaller and larger wheel loaders that we have in the game from Volvo. Obvious things are the Michelin white lettering tires on there, which is very cool. And you can even change up the transmission, which is very, very cool. I absolutely love that. Can we get some duals on here? It doesn't look like we've got it in Michelin's, at least. Warning signs, you can throw some of those up. I guess they're going to be around towards the back. Yeah, stickers everywhere if you will like those. You do have a speed sticker. Safety frames can be added on there with a couple different designs. Nice to see that. That's pretty cool. We also have the safety beacon lights, and then, of course, colors. So if you like the Volvos, but you were looking for, some more customization options and features and being able to change up some colors on here. Ooh, I wonder what it'll look like with toothpaste tractor. Not too shabby at all. The next one's kind of the same in a way, but it's from a different modder and different stuff. So you've got the L120 or L120H, and then we have an electric conversion, which is very, very cool. You got some awesome BKT tires on there. You do have a couple different beacon light options, which is very nice to see at the top. You do have the position lights as well, which is something very cool and unique. We also have the position lights electric. That's kind of cool too, even though, let's be fair, I don't know what's changing on here. Oh, it's just those little lights at the back. They're so tiny. Whatever. Then you've got working lights on reverse. You've got some other lights as well, I guess. A bunch of light options. I don't really know what these letters mean. Thierry, something like that. Hella's a brand. I wish I gave you more. I'm sure you guys know more than I do. We also have colors all over the place. Next, from Agritona, we have their John Deere XUV pack. Now, this includes a 2-seater and a 4-seater as well. We've seen that 2-seater a million times, so let's take a look at this 4-seater right here. It might even be able to fit 5, depending on how you and your buddies sit. So we do have a load capacity on the back, 460 liters, but you can make it open, or you can even throw a tailgate on there, which looks a little silly, but hey, it is what it is. You can also make the load capacity 0 liters if you don't want to make it a tipper trailer. That's cool too. Overall, we got 75 horsepower on here, 49 mile per hour max speed on it, and it does have a winch, which will do 1.6 tons. Of course, plenty of wheels and tires to choose from. If this interests you, of course, you can jump in here and take a look at it. We even have some Lizard no flats on here. That's really cool, just like they have on their Mowers. And of course, you can change the rims too. So tires and rims are separate. Multiple bumper options, including yes or no. Never mind, just two of them. Side protection, you've got straps, complete or nada. Covers, you've got a plastic cover. You also have a closed iron cover. And then you can open it up, which is kind of neat, but I assume most people will probably just go with a colored cover. Camouflage, you do have a couple different sets, including a new carbon fiber option. Thank you, Agritono, for that. Very cool. Of course, there's all kinds of stuff here, too. This would be a pretty cool one if you guys are doing any, like, hunting role play or trail riding role play. Might be a fun one for you. Of course, you can throw some mirrors on there. You've got Starfire options, beacons, of course. You got that front hook, which is going to be your winch, and then a cabin headlight. So that's kind of cool. You can throw some headlights at the top. Very nice. Attachments, we do have a 3-point, which could be added to the back if you want. And then we got colors. A fan favorite from FS22 is back. This is the Seed Runner from Schultz-Moning. Very, very cool. Holds 8,000 liters, or you can go with an unrealistic capacity of 80,000 liters. Of course, you got multiple color options to go through here. And there's two versions of this. You've got one that's the Seed Runner, which will strap down to flatbed trailers. And you got another one which will attach to the Fiber Dash trailer, which is very, very cool. As you can see at the bottom, this is all of the stuff that will attach to it. And like I said, you just grab it and put it on the back of a trailer and you're good to go. I'm going to lease one of these because it may not work exactly like you are used to with something like this. You would think, like, oh, you just attach it, but then you start to think, well, how does it work? Well, very simply, you jump in it. You got to jump in it. We've also got a engine start, so you will have to start the engine. It just makes it because that's how it works, you know. And then you've got other stuff too. So you got the pipe in, pipe out. So the pipe's going to change between the front and back. We can open up the cover. There you go. So you got two different sets there and all kinds of stuff, including a force unload, which is very cool. Now, obviously, you're not moving forwards or anything like that. Although the wheelie version or the wheelie option did just pop up. And, well, I'm not doing a wheelie. It's a PC mod if you guys want to go download the wheelie mod. But there you go. You've even got full control of the lights while you're in here, too. That's pretty neat. Next, we got a belt system. This is the Lizard PC8 ILM. It will travel at 6 miles an hour, so not fast, but not slow, which is very nice. And it's an auger for hauling grains and other products with a length of 8 meters. So there you go. It's also got an extendable hitch for transport if you needed it. Works really, really well with gravity wagons and things like that. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Got some more trailers for you. This one's the Lizard 4TT. It is a 4x2 meter trailer for transporting all bulk crops. You've also got transportation of bales, pallets, etc. And then you have a 5,000 liter version. So between both of those, they don't look any different. They just kind of are what they are. And then you can change up the wheels and colors. There's another trailer, the Lizard RSD4. This one owns 4.5 thousand liter capacity or an extension of 7,000. You can also do a silage capacity up to 12,000 if you were looking for that. And even a bale trailer. So it's got a little bit for everybody, plus colors. Next is not only a mod pack, but something I've kind of been talking about a little while. There have been some modders that have been putting a lot of mods out that should be in packs or that are extremely similar. Well, guess what? Here you go. This is exactly what I was wanting to happen. You have a bunch of these Landstal mods, the Landstal Machines pack, in a pack. Very cool. So you've got the seeding unit here. You do have a disc harrow there, another disc harrow, shallow cultivator, a weeder. Here's the subsoiler, another weeder, a roller, a mulcher, and a subsoiler. Now, I imagine most people probably have their favorite tools that they're already using. However, there are some new stuff here now. Basic customization. You got some lights, a few little decals and designs here and there, plus wheels, but you're not going to be finding colors or anything anything like that. Next is the APV GK300M1 Full Edition. Why do I feel like this is something the military would use? Not looking at it, but listening to the name of it. This bad boy right here is for grassland care. I feel like we have a ton of these at this point, but hey, here's another one if you needed one. 90 horsepower, holds 200 liters of seed, and goes 11 miles an hour at 3 meters. There's also a very small tedder, the Lizard Z525. Now, for things like this, I find that small tedders are a-okay because sometimes everything's already in a windrow. So for something like this that is 2.7 meters, this might be kind of what you're looking for. It's kind of hard to find small tedders, so this one, not too shabby. You do have a couple sticker options, go through them if you like, and then you have main and design colors. Next up, we got the PLN Plows Pack. These are available in a 1.1, 1.4, and 1.7 meter plow pack. I imagine there's people out there that'll be very excited about these, but I'm not quite sure how excited my viewers will be about this. Maybe if it was 1.5 million meters wide, that might be a little bit better. Joking, of course, but you get what I'm saying. Next are the Taylor Attachments Manure Fork Pack from Ross in Mods. I believe this is a brand new brand into the game. Please correct me if I am wrong, but hey, Taylor Attachments from none other than Ross in Mods. This first one is the Manure Fork Pack. So we've got a couple different things here as far as customization goes. We do have different attachments around towards the back for telehandlers. That's going to be 1,700 liters or up to 2,600 liters. Did it change? Oh yeah, with the HDX it does change. Very interesting. And then you've got the 9-foot for telehandler. Again, different attachments towards the backside. And then we go over to the skid steer version right here. This will hold 680 liters. That's not all, because we also have the Taylor Attachments Bag Lifter from Ross and Mods as well. We have a Q-fit and a standard set for this. Here's one for front loaders, the Selfmade Bale Fork. We do have frame and spike colors on here. Weighs 100 kgs and hooks up again through front loaders. Next is one I think some of you guys have been looking forward to. This is the Lizard Titan 19.5. Now this is a leveler for doing foraging, silage, and stuff like that. It is from Classic American Icons Modding and Plow 2003. So this works with their Big Bud with the 3-point hitch around towards the front, or with the big silage hitch around towards the front. You can also use this with 3-point hitches, which is very nice. So you drag, do that. You can put it on the back of a quad track or maybe big old John Deere 9R with big old duals on it. Nonetheless, it is a silage leveler at the end of the day, but it is specifically designed with those big buds in mind. Hey, you remember that challenge way back in the day, like before TikTok and shorts and stuff, where you tried to put a broom and stand it straight up, and if you could do it, everybody freaked out? Well, I'm kind of freaking out on the inside right now because there's no one in this room that did this. And yet it's still standing. Nonetheless, it is a broom, it is a hand tool, and then you can use it to easily clear up any unwanted things on the ground. Ooh, I'm yawning. Man, broom's making me tired. We also have a counterweight. This is the Counterweight 750. I'm not sure what it's countering. Whatever's on the back of the tractor, I guess. Goes up to 750 kgs, and we've got multiple different setups of decorations around it. I dig these, very cool. Next up, we have the Dessert Factory. This adds some new desserts into the game while using some of the base game things and items to make that happen, which is very, very neat. It's got a pretty cool looking interior, but I don't think we can get in there anyway. You've got chocolate brownie, chocolate fondant. You also have chocolate mousse, creme caramel, strawberry jam, and strawberry sorbet. Is it just me or strawberry jam out of place here? Nonetheless, I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. You got all kinds of stuff in here, which is very, very neat. So if you're curious, you can download this and take a look at that. Now, the one thing is, it also has a sell point with it. The products that come with this mod, they do not they don't be added. They're not added to the base game sell points. A lot of productions are doing that now, but this one did not. So heads up. Next one's the Machine Shed with Gasstation. The mod includes a machine hall, and then it's got a gas station on the left-hand side. So you got 5 bays through here. There are some decorations around towards the inside, and they do have collisions. So beware of that. You're not going to be fitting anything very wide, but things that are very, very tall will fit perfectly fine. And then right here is your gas station. Looks like this gas station is set up like the one in the base games instead of one that's like a container where you would fill it up first. Next one is a great way to make money. This is the Cellular Antenna. This bad boy is going to cost you $10,000. And you can increase how much money it makes you per month. So does it work kind of like the subsidized mod, which is much, much smaller? Yes. But it's also, I don't know, kind of makes sense. Kind of looks cool on a map, doesn't it? I dig it. I dig it. So you could do either $4,000 a month, $40,000, $400,000, or $4 million per month. So you will have to customize it, but you will have those options. Moving along, we've got the solar panels from Farmer 5 Tom. Great to see one of their mods in. You probably noticed that there's 3 sizes and they're at different angles. So the angle I have been able to do on my own, like for example, this big old dude over here, which makes between $0 and $480 a month. So it's not a whole lot, but you will get it paid off eventually. This little guy, the little one down here, this you could just simply select and you can choose a lot of different sets. Makes things nice and easy. Now I've got a mod that will allow me to place things anywhere that I want, but I just wanted to show you that you can also place these on top of buildings. Like I've got free build turned on right now, but I can still get these up on top of buildings and things like that. So if you wanted to, you definitely can get them on top of areas. So definitely check that out. The last mod that I'm going to be showing in the game is the Deko Stones T&L Big Pack number 1. What a name. Over in decorations, we're able to find these, and we've got lots of different things where you can kind of turn on the free build mode and you're able to kind of build a few little areas here and there. You can build up certain styles and ways that you want to, maybe build a little place for storage stuff, logs, whatever you want, but it's all stuff built on stones, which is kind of interesting. It's super unique, and I don't remember ever seeing anything quite like this before. Kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's more new mods than just what we've shown in the game. Unfortunately, I've been downloading this map, Szpakowo, for about 2 hours now. Actually, I think a little bit over 2 hours at this point, and for some reason, it is still not downloading. Giant server's really having a hard time, so I'll do my best to get something out on this map over the next couple days, but unfortunately, I am unable to get this map downloaded at the time of making this video. Next, let's talk about some mods that you guys seem to not be super happy with getting over and over and over again. Things like old cow pastures and old sheds and medium sheds and things like that. So I've compiled a list of mods that I'm just going to be showing you exist, and then from there, you could decide whether you like them or not. That way, I'm not wasting your time, and you are able to find the things that you want easily. So the first one, we've got a modern cow barn and garage pack, a cow farm pack with multiple different cow farms, got a house, a sheep barn, things like that, a cow shed, grain storages pack with a couple different buildings, new wooden sheds with a handful of open shed areas, pile storage with roofing, a very small garage, wooden shelter, weighing stations, silage silo pack, and manure pit. All of these mods should be very, very straightforward as to how they work in comparison with other mods that are exactly the same. Jumping over to updates for all platforms, we have the Toolbox mod from Schultz Modding. This was released on PC and Mac a few days ago, and it is here now for all platforms. Basically, this is something that you could buy. You have to move it around with pallet forks and things like that, so do know that you do have to move this around with pallet forks. You can't pick it up or anything like that, and it'll respawn kind of where you had it. However, it is very cool because, as you can see here, you can put it on the back of the Kubota and just drive it around and then work on whatever you need, wherever you need. It's pretty cool. Next is the screw conveyor. This is going to be version 1001 fixed log errors. Also, if you're looking for this, because there is something interesting with the Modhub, with this, if you go to latest, you can't actually see it. So it's a little bit confusing. So if you wanted to type in screw, for example, it doesn't like that. So if you want to find this update, because it is not on the latest anymore, you will have to go down to the belts category here and find it here. Next up, we got the old barn version 1002, updated to current game version, fix the income from solar panels and small fixes. From RXZ Gaming, anywhere object storage version 1001, fix conflict with universal auto load and adjusted storage heights and marker pole heights to better align. Lastly, we have an update to Prairie Farms, Michigan from Taylor Farms. Going to be version 1.1. New save is not required, so just load up and keep playing. Remove the fence in the field, fixed the tear dirt not showing in price list, and fixed the ability to create flooded rice fields. Checking out our PC mods for today, we got the RailroadCrossing Addon. This mod changes the behavior of rail crossings. The signal will now begin earlier, but the gates will not close immediately. They will close after a short delay to ensure a safe clearing of the crossing without getting stuck. They will open as soon as the train has cleared the crossing. Secondly, we have damage bar selection. With this mod, the damage of the currently selected vehicle is shown in the HUD. This is one of my favorite and most used mods of Farm Sim 22, and I'm really glad to see it back. Lastly, we have only inside vehicle cameras. Not a mod that had something, but removes something. The script removes all cameras of the vehicle except for the interior camera for first-person view. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way, you never miss videos like this one. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.